going on, y'all? About to check out David Pakman, also known as David Whackman. That's what we call him over here around these parts. He's gonna be crying about Trump. The usual woke. Crybaby. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video. Also, drop as many comments as you like. I'll be responding as long as it's not too crazy. And sometimes people while out, ask me something that got nothing to do with nothing. But I'll try to respond to every comment I can. Alright, let's get into it. Don't want to waste you guys' time. See what's going down.
Speaking of cognitive concerns, Donald Trump spewed a word vomit so vile in yesterday's interview with Fox News.
Describing his show. That's what he be sounding like.
That it is causing a new round of, can this guy speak? Can this guy think? Here is another one of these impenetrable, it's not even a word salad anymore, now it's a word vomit, of Trump talking about tariffs.
I'm not trying to pose too crazy. Does he hear himself? Like literally what he's doing.
To achieve peace.
Whatever.
What is he talking about here?
I can create peace with tariffs. I'm using them for a lot of different reasons. If that power was taken away from the president of the United States, it would be a terrible, terrible day for our country. And I would say many of the things that I've done could be eradicated, and the United
Okay, that's his audio. I thought that was mine.
States would be in a very, very bad, vulnerable position.
This audio sounds bad.
And these are enemies of the country that are pursuing that lawsuit. And I would hope that that lawsuit would disappear. The country would be in a very different position than it is right now. And you wouldn't be stopping wars. You wouldn't be using the power of trade and the power of tariffs to stop wars. I've used it. I can create peace.
This is nuts. Guys, this is just completely...
What is he crying about exactly? I'm not sure necessarily. Is he when he just picking anything to cry? I didn't hear nothing that was crazy. It said, maybe I'm tripping, but that didn't sound wild.
And totally nuts. What is he talking about? Lawsuits, tariffs, and peace? Tariffs can create peace? If anything, the tariffs are...
You against peace? You good? You alright? Are you mad at peace? Man, that's crazy. You're upset at peace.
Creating problems. They're creating conflict. They're antagonistic to our historic allies. Trump continuing to be confused about the most basic economic functions. He says, we're taking in trillions with the tariffs, but we're saving millions of lives with the tariffs? What?
At least 5 of the 7 that we've done so far, it was through trade. That we're not going to deal with people that fight. We're not going to deal, and we're going to put tariffs on you. We're not going to let you deal in the United States. We'll put tariffs on you. And without that, without the tariffs, I mean, far more than even the money that we're taking in, which is trillions of dollars, essentially trillions of dollars. Far much more importantly, it gives you a tremendous road to peace and the saving of millions of lives, just millions and millions of lives. You look at India and Pakistan.
Sound like he want money to stay in America. That's what it sound like.
And I said, well, we're not going to do business with either of you if you don't put it together. These are 2 nuclear nations that were 7 planes were shot down, as you know, and they were really...
What? These are the rantings of a madman. Millions of lives are being saved with tariffs?
Did the point go over your head? There's no way you could be this dense. This is crazy. No way. Impossible. Gotta be fake. You're joshing me. Remember when people used to say that back in the day? Stop joshing me. That's what you sound like. Meanwhile, you look like Drake from Drake and Josh. over there. But yeah, like, come on. Sounds ridiculous for you to be mad at. Maybe I'm crazy. Put it in the comment section. Am I tripping? Is there something I'm not hearing?
What are you talking about here? Now, if I go completely hypothetical and go, could tariffs save any lives? I mean, listen, if tariffs move production of something onshore, that reduces some of the carbon footprint of the transportation, so there's a little bit less.
You were saying about word salads. You were just mentioning word salads. That was you? That was you that was talking about word salads, right? Is it correct me if I'm wrong? It was you that was on that type of time. Crazy. Straight crazy. But meanwhile, he's sitting there doing the same thing.
Less pollution, and maybe there's a life saved because of that. But like, I've got to dig pretty deep into speculative nonsense to figure that out. This guy's not making any sense. And then finally, Donald Trump, during this completely harebrained interview, was supposed to be a softball interview, but he sounds terrible. Trump again waxing poetic about how now you can eat at restaurants in DC.
Go and eat at the restaurants. The restaurants are booming.
Super out of context. He just went and grabbed up whatever clips he could find. Damn, I've heard your interviews. Yeah, that's bad. Your interviews is... Yikes, when we talking, we gonna call it out. Your interviews was really nasty out here. Your interviews is, for one, garbage. Don't find them to be entertaining, but also you suck. I just gotta, call a spade a spade.
They were closing one after another, and now they're booming. They're opening, and this all took place over the last 2 months. It's amazing, actually. Nobody's ever seen a transformation like they have in Washington, D.C.
Now, the truth is that restaurant prices continue to be up in D.C.
Wackman always looked like he crying. My bad, it was Pakman. What? David Pakman always looked like he's sitting there crying. Crying in line is what he does.
Takeout prices continue to be up in D.C. And in fact, when Donald Trump militarized the streets of D.C., restaurant reservations went down, and understandably so. Do you really want to be sitting outside a restaurant or even inside when what you see outside is a militarized pseudo war zone thanks to the delusions of dictatorial?
Just talking about word salads. Like you just were accusing Trump of that, and it seems like you just throwing a bunch of words in there that don't actually have nothing to do with what the hell we talking about. And it felt like you played only like 20 seconds of a clip. You be sitting here ranting and raving with your book in the background, clear as day what you doing. Grifting your life away. Over here grifting like a... You know what, I ain't gonna even say what he grifting like. Maybe I'll tell y'all on Patreon. Check out my Patreon.
Real grandeur of Donald J. Trump. People don't want it, but Trump insists that everything he touches turns to gold. Really, everything he touches turns to coal. But if you're worried about how he sounded in that interview, rest assured, he's going to Walter Reed tomorrow for a full medical evaluation. How full is it going to be? Well, I don't know. Are we ever going to hear if there's anything concerning that comes out of it? I don't know either.
This nigga, okay. And are you wishing for something concerning him to come out of his doctor? What's happening right now? You gotta be talking about a different type of doctor.
On the bonus show today, we are going to talk about the Palisades fire arrest that took place, a believed perpetrator. Katie Porter's viral interview has gone viral for all of the wrong reasons.
And shut up. Like for real. I'm gonna tell you what your mama should have told you. Shut up. Hit the like button, share the video, drop some comments, tell me what you guys think. Ugh, nasty out here. Super nasty. What's going on? Apparently Amazing Lucas, the non-amazing Lucas, what a lot of people are calling. A lot of people are calling him the amazing bottom. That's crazy. Nasty work right there. Apparently he's upset and he's crying. Per usual, he's gonna say a bunch of nastiness. Let's get into this. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button, drop some comments, share the video as well, and check me out on Patreon or sign up for memberships. Helps out the channel a lot. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, what he crying about.
Like I said, it's tough to be racist on an empty stomach. You tell me if this is genuine care, right? Because this care just magically came up out of the blue, out of nowhere, huh?
It was odd. That was extremely odd. That was a weird way to start that.
You tell me the last time Marjorie Taylor Greene has been talking about health care and wages. The last time people were talking about raising the minimum wage and everything and people couldn't afford to buy shit, what do they say?
Then we will talk about why gold is having its best year since 1979. All right. The gold bugs are thrilled.
Wackman playing in the back. There's too much woke going on at once. Too much woke. There's getting woke overload over here. I'm like, look at that playing in the background.
Get another job. All right. If you don't like the job, just get another job. Was that not what they've been saying this entire fucking time? Damn near, I almost fell out of my chair.
It's good advice that a government shutdown.
You need to fall out of that dusty hat and into a laundromat where you could possibly clean that or get a new one. Something. Do whatever. Go to the bodega. They sell hats at Summit. I'll get you a hat and then get you a Scully or something. Just clean that one.
Down is going to help Republicans in the midterms. I don't agree with that. I also don't think it's good advice that Republicans ignoring the health insurance crisis is going to be good for midterms. Actually,
when have they ever cared about health insurance crisis? Aren't these the same motherfuckers who are trying to end Obamacare? Weren't they the same mofos who are doing as far as to shut down because they're telling us that illegals are getting free health care? Ain't no motherfucker.
Obama? That was your defense? Whoa. That shit is costing me money. And I ain't trying to curse. I ain't trying to curse too much. I'm gonna stop cursing on streams and videos. I did it before. I think I'm gonna do it again. But yeah. Lucas,
illegal getting a free health care? What the fuck are you talking about? What they're referring to is the ER. Bitch, everybody, you go to the ER, yes, they have a legal obligation to help you. They want them to check their status. Hey, are you a citizen? No? Well, you fucking bleed to death. Damn. And for what I read, they were trying to
I don't think they're saying that. I do think that focus should be on citizens. When it comes to serving your citizens. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm, tripping. But I think that would be a different department if they're not from here. Unless I'm crazy. I don't know. I would think the focus would be on getting whoever to where they belong or from.
Because the insurance premiums, which she's talking about, ironically, because they put out a bill from Biden when it lowered the insurance premiums from COVID, right? And Republicans are like, nah, we don't want that bill. We throw that shit in the trash. We don't want that. Throw that shit in the trash.
Should throw your hat in the trash. My bad. That was a side note. It was too easy. Too easy. anything that come from Biden, I don't trust. Maybe that's just me.
And I'm like, do white middle class people know how much these people hate you? Damn. Like, nigga, they hate you. You thinking because it's a white person in a tie that they have your interest at heart. Nigga, they got...
I don't know how this always turns out to be about attacking white people. I do not understand that. Look at the smell. See the way he's smiling? As he says this racist stuff. Just having a good old time. Just Dr. Umar taught me well. That's what you're thinking right now.
Their interest at heart. They don't give a where you live, what you do, whether you have a family or not. They don't give a about any of that. They are insulated from the laws that they put out, that they sign. Completely insulated from it. Why you don't have a job, these motherfuckers still get paid. And the only way for them not to get paid is for them to vote on it. Now you tell me, riddle me this, Batman. How many niggas do you know that are going to vote on them not getting paid? We got to find a way to disenfranchise.
I don't like him using the Batman reference. Not one bit.
Dumb white people.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I know it may sound bad, but we got to find a way to do that. All right. Because the dumb black people, they don't vote. So we don't have to.
First of all, I'm way more intelligent than you. Second, why would I vote for something in someone I don't believe in? Sounds crazy. That sounds nuts. But that sound like you don't believe in this person, but you gotta vote for them. Why? I can vote for side.
To worry about them. Beta! These white ignorants in this country, they be voting for their downfall and do it proudly. Proudly. We've got to find a way to disenfranchise them, bro. Got to find a way. Like, we need to do, like, you know how they did black people with the, grandfather clause and shit like that? Like, yo, we got to start giving them tests. And that's the only way I can think. Like, hey, fill this test out. Do raisins go in potato salad? And based off their answers, they're disqualified. I'm sorry.
Actually think that
I almost cut this off right now. Does raisins come in a potato salad? Personally, I don't like it. I don't care if someone else does, though. That's the main point. I don't think that's an indicator, like, whether you're black or not. And I think that was pretty damn ignorant. Shit, is this an indicator? Did you wash your hat? Would that be fair if someone said that?
that would be very bad for midterms. And I think that just not staying focused on America First policies is detrimental as well.
Yeah, and on that note, are you concerned about the cost of living? Are you
Very.
That the President Trump said he would lower?
The inflation crushed people in the past 4.5 years, and the costs have not come down. I myself can tell you my apartment here in Washington, D.C., the electricity bill is $100 more than it was last year, because you can look at your own bill and look at cost. Prices have not come down. That is a reality. People's wages have not gone up.
When have Republicans cared about wages going up for the American people? When have they cared about wages? They don't even use that term. That's not even a term in their lexicon, wages.
I was trying to give him a chance to see where this was going. I was wrong for giving him any kind of chance. Any way, shape, or form. Wages ain't in the, and what is this talking about, like, as in, like, in unison? Like a monolith.
Tell me, when have they talked about wages going up for the American people?
That's another reality. And so Americans are continuing to have a very difficult time getting by. And
When she means Americans, she means white people. And not even all white people. Her base. Her base is probably struggling. Like I said, it's tough to be racist on an empty stomach.
Go a step further. I'm a mom. And so when it comes to what is affecting my
Took me a second to even attempt to. What? So are you trying to tell us that you have a full course meal before you do your live streams? That's what you're telling us? That's how you get down? Like, what the hell are we talking about? This is crazy. I don't know why you even say something like that.
adult children's lives who are 22, 26, and 28. I'm going to be 1,000% fighting for them over any politician and any party. And I can tell you right now, that generation, they are.
My bad. I'm still befuddled. Like, what the hell is he talking? Like, Lucas just be saying stuff.
Barely making it, and they're very hopeless for their future. Oh, I don't.
So because your children are hopeless for their future, now it's a problem. Now because your friends and your children's friends are hopeless for the future, they can't provide, they can't buy a house, they can't have a family, they can barely provide for themselves. How the f you gonna tell them to buy a house and a family? Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Go do something. Get up and, get to grinding.
Now all of a sudden, no, bitch, you get no praise from me whatsoever. You get no praise from me whatsoever. Now it's starting to come to your doorstep.
He's sounding sassy as he ever sounded. No, bitch. Like, put a neck rolling and everything.
It's $100 more. Now that you're
You seen him neck roll? You know all this. How he warms up for her tab alone.
people are starting to suffer. Now it's like, well, we've got to do something. Don't talk to me about wages. Don't talk to me about inflation. Don't talk to me about insurance. What have these mofos been saying this entire time? Hey,
I talk to you.
Lift yourself up by the bootstraps. If you can't find a job, that's on you. Maybe you need to be more competitive. All right, in the workforce. Has you ever thought about that? Now that little Timmy is realizing that he's fucked, and little Timmy's taking a gun to his head, now all of a sudden,
In the video game. Metaphorically is what he's speaking on.
well, we need to start worrying about the American people. We need to start getting. Now all of a sudden, the tick of little Timmy popping his head is increasing more than usual. Bam! Little Timmy seeing Susie's f***ing a black guy or an Indian guy or an Asian guy. Little Timmy sees his bank account in overdraft. Okay, because he doesn't get paid from his Subway job until tomorrow. Little Timmy tries to play a video game. No big boobies.
Swear it sound like he don't hear himself. Sound like he just talking. He don't actually know what he talking about. Like at all.
Anymore. Little Timmy
That's how he cried
anymore.
when he tried to get with Candace and she was like, ew.
Little Timmy sees
Sound about right. Little Lucas, he was mad.
that he's got mail and it's nothing but debt. Hey, you know that 4-year college degree? Yeah, bitch. Where's our money? Now all of a sudden, motherfuckers want to be like,
I hurt my
we've
ear.
got a problem. We've got to do something about this problem. That's what we have to do. We need to. What's going on with the inflation? What's going on with that? Okay, what's going on with that? Oh, okay, got you. Okay, understand. Interesting. Now the wrong people are struggling. Let me just rewind that for y'all. The wrong people are struggling.
Can you ever not be a victim? Just one time, surprise me. Surprise me one time. Come on here and don't be a victim. Just one time. Just surprise me. Don't be a victim. Just once.
Let me just rewind that for a third time. The wrong people are struggling.
Someone cooked here.
Now we got a problem. Now we got to talk this out. Now we got to fucking balance the budget. We got to balance the budget. Okay? People can't afford groceries anymore. Which people can't afford groceries? The American people. Oh, okay. Got you now. All right. Say no more, fam. I know what you mean when you say the American people. Say no more. I got it.
Do you though? Ryan and lying. That's all you do. Anyway, I think this loser, he don't be making any valid points because he's a grifter. That's his whole mission. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video. Also, check me out on Patreon or channel memberships. It's crap, baby. What's going on, y'all? About to check out a video from Decoy Voice, and it's supposed to be about Hasan Piker. Or what do you call him? Hasanabi, whatever. This dude, kitchen sink. I bacon grease, his nephew. About to check out this video, see what's going down. Apparently, there's something nasty, and we want to make sure we catch him in his lie. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, drop some comments. All right, let's get straight into it, see what's going down. Shout out to Decoy Voice. Good channel.
The situation with Hasan Piker possibly electrocuting his puppy gets worse every time he opens his mouth about it. And it would be hilarious if it wasn't for the fact that it really looks like he shocked his dog and his audience just said, "That's alright." As a day after the incident, he tried to explain.
I ain't gonna front. It definitely looked like he shocked the dog, like, without a doubt. Also, his excuse seemed like bullcrap when I seen it the first time. I only seen a clip though. Only seen like a spot.
Isn't a shock collar.
This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it.
To which the internet quickly investigated, increasing the exposure to expose he was covering some.
Yeah, he lying. He got where tape passes over. Wow.
Something with black tape.
Terminals onto which the shock prongs are fitted have been removed, or filed down, and covered with electrical tape. But the terminal's support escutcheons are still obviously present on the unit.
Where XQC even matched up the remote Hasan might have been holding.
Does that look like what we're looking at into this?
Wow.
His height, how long is his thumb? Because if you look at it, right, his
Detective XQC on the case. That's crack the case immediately, I'm telling you. Damn. He got caught.
nail is about the exact same distance between the marking and the writing, right?
And this wasn't a one-off thing, where multiple internet sleuths discovered the tape, comparing it to the actual $100 shock collar, where the vibration-only version has completely different components compared to what Hasan was holding, to which the electrical tape tried to conceal, but the internet is simply too smart.
How you try to conceal and then show it the next day? You know how nasty that is? Damn, they try to do the next day, bro. Come on, bro. Like, nah, that's filthy. You know what you were doing. You were hiding it.
But the trick, as once you hit a certain level of internet notoriety, you can never get away with lying ever again. The online community simply has too many minds, too much time, powered by probably a bit too much Tylenol. Someone in his audience, or more likely someone he's previously pissed off, is going to know more about shock collars than he does, and like Kaya, will literally jump at the opportunity to expose him for being the trash that he is. As Hasan is suddenly shifting to, but shock collars are alright.
Even the e-collars that do shock are unironically used to train fucking like service dogs and shit.
Interesting how the left
Is that
always
what you
walks
have,
down
though?
this same exact path of admission.
Sound like a service dog that you have? What are you? He's saying a bunch of things that have nothing to do with nothing. Like even when he said it has a vibration, does that mean that it has a vibration setting as well? Why are you mentioning that? Why didn't you, in the moment, show us the column?
It definitely didn't happen to, okay, it happened, but it's rare, and finally, yes, it happens a lot. But here's why it's a good thing. As let's recap what happened. His dog gets hurt, and it's his mom's fault.
She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
And then it's the dog hurt herself.
Yeah, she yelped because she clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Then the dog doesn't even have a shock collar. So now, electric shocks don't even hurt.
A shock collar is not even like actual electrocution. It's like a Thames machine.
As nobody acts like this.
Wow. Yeah, this is nasty. That's pretty disgusting. He got every excuse in the book. He doing everything but telling the truth. Everything but being honest.
If they were innocent, where if somebody spammed in my chat, decoy electrocutes his cat, I'm just going to ignore it, as when you even acknowledge random accusations, you just set a precedence of the moment you don't deny something, suddenly you have something to hide. But even if you do immediately say, no, I didn't do it, here's irrefutable proof, you don't follow it up with, I didn't do it, but some people recommended I do, and even if I did do it, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And why are you
Yeah, no, that sounds crazy. Yeah, that sounds nuts. That's some O.J. Simpson level thinking.
bothering me about it when there's literally a genocide happening? But what's even more disgusting is his followers uploaded doctored video footage to defend him, where they misaligned the audio to match the yelp to when she did hit her dew-claw. And not only is Hasan's chat banning people for simply Pikachu plus dog emojis, apparently Twitch as a platform is now defending him by banning anybody in any chat for referencing the shock collar. And even off-platform, where 4 Left Reddit has resorted to banning the word Hasan, where the 75,000 upvoted video from 4 days ago had his name, but ever since, he's referenced as Streamer, the LA streamer that's mad at Moist Critical, and my favorite, person who recently—
Yo, that's foul. Yeah, that's pretty damn disgusting. That's pretty damn nasty. I do say so myself. Yeah, come on, guy. Like, what are we doing here?
Recently received significant criticism online, but it doesn't prevent every single subreddit's comment section from non-stop making fun of Hasan's shock, as this is just the Streisand effect in action.
Yo, nah, they going off. I knew he was about to be on that type of time. He said Pikachu, what he said, Pikachu. I was like, oh, that's how he's starting us off. Man.
The more they try to control the narrative, the more the masses will buck back just to spite him, as every time Hasan tries to beat the allegations, it just brings it back to the forefront. He tried to pretend he was in on the joke, replicating the mean memes about electricity, but when Charlie spoke up about him,
even a non-streamer, like a complete normie, average Joe Schmo, if you went to their house and saw that happen, or like, hey, did you just shock that dog? They'd be like, oh my God, no, this is clearly a misunderstanding. No, that's not what happened. Like, and I feel like most people would be very quick to show you and prove.
That's the first thing I said. Like, why wouldn't they just be like, no, look, if that wasn't the case, and you're going to still be talking about it days later, defending yourself, then you might as well have just shown it. Like, why not just show it? And then the next day you showing it where things look modified. Like, come on, bro.
That it's not a shock collar because it's so quick and so easy to do. And the fact that he doesn't is odd. Like, it is very peculiar.
Hasan got angry that he didn't come to him first to get his pre-approved talking points.
That's the reason why I'm annoyed. He could just like unironically reach out and be like, hey, what's going on here?
And I'm not trying to give Hasan advice here. I think he's a scumbag for reasons completely unrelated to his treatment of dogs. But anytime he acknowledges this, it's just fuel to reignite the flames of his stupidity, informing new people of his horrible behavior. As Asmongold reacted to Hasan's reaction, to Charlie's reaction of Hasan's original action.
I don't really think that Hasan has a problem with Charlie's content. I think that Hasan has a problem that Charlie's content is involving him.
And now I'm reacting to that reaction. Somehow Hasan's equally idiotic uncle reacted to Asmongold.
I don't know who Assman is. I mean, people say maybe that he's got a following, but I've never heard of him, right?
Which gives Zach another reaction video, which just turns 1 million views about Hasan shocking his dog into 3 million views.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're lying if you said you didn't know who Asmongold was. That, like, come on. Like, come on. What game were you playing? You didn't know who Asmongold?
Where now, there's even Amazon product reviews referencing the incident, as obviously a lot of Asmongold's viewers will be recycled, but every time it spreads to the next platform, you're just reaching an entirely new group. And honestly, I think if Twitch, Reddit, and the rest of Hasan's fan base wasn't desperately trying to shut this down, that random guy wouldn't have taken the time to make that meme. Find that shock collar on Amazon and post that review. As Shoe on Head, again, has the best take on this, saying even if Hasan didn't shock his dog, it still doesn't explain him getting angry at his pet for briefly getting up during a 4-hour live stream, as no matter what, even if
it's because the dog is a prop to him. And it's crazy. I've been saying that for years, or however long he's had it. But I'm like, does the dog even move? Why is he just in the background? Is that like a real dog?
And if you subtract all the weird claims he's made, the electrical tape, and the insane explanations from his fan base, it still doesn't detract from the fact he's a terrible dog owner and overall person. But this is what it all comes down to. Hasan's audience aren't normal fans. As a while back, I wanted to live stream more, and I wanted to do some market research, and the only person I really knew of was Asmongold. But then I found the Steak and Eggs podcast after it already was canceled, so I watched a bit of Tech Tone and Amiru live streams. And not knowing many other people, I watched a bit of Hasan as well, just trying to see how these guys fill up 8 hours a day, every day.
Like Tom's a billion times better than Hasan. In fact, like, he's one of the streamers that I watch more frequently. Being honest.
When I barely make it through 2. And there was this one interesting observation I noticed while watching them, where Asmongold and Tectone had very similar audience interactions as I would. You talk about your topics and pepper in some comments for conversation whenever you get a moment. But watching how Amiru interacted with chat just reminded me of flirting. The playful banter back and forth, the bashful smiles and laugh reactions. It was oddly exactly how Hasan reacted to his chat. Now, he's not like that anymore, as he's only gotten angrier recently, but it's just an interesting insight as to why Hasan's core audience will never turn on him, as it isn't so much regular guys hanging out with another regular guy like Asmongold. Hasan's fans have more of a bizarre parasocial relationship with him, which is sad because whenever you see Hasan interact with his fans randomly in the wild, it really looks like he can't stand them because even he sees how pathetic they must be to.
No, that's great. One that back. I cut him off. But that's facts. I've seen Hasan interact with his supporters and you don't look happy. That nigga look mad as hell.
looks like he can't stand them because even he sees how pathetic they must be to watch Hasan live streams. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted, regular guy commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Cool guy, from what it seems. I enjoy his content. Yeah, I think Hasan's nasty. Straight up. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Yes, he's lying. Hasan's a straight liar.